All right, so this week in trailers, it wasn't as eventful as last week, but hey, we finally have a title for this segment now for the stream and YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, we pretty much got down the basics of what this well what this is this week in trailers. For those pretty much going to be new to this, and we'll probably see this on a weekly basis. If at least, here's the thing: there will be always a this week in trailers by the end of the week. If there's at least two trailers that comes out, so that's going to be our bare minimum. So it could be a very very short video, or it can be as long as last week's video, which was like an hour and a half. I don't know how long this one's gonna be, but it's as long as we keep talking to a minimum and all that, it won't be an hour. But you guys know me. I do like to commentate and cover things in a very long format when it comes to just commentary in general. But yeah, you guys can probably already see the first game that we're going to be covering when it comes to the trailers. It's Arc Runner. So let's begin. So it's a third-person shooter. It's like it's team-based. I wonder if you can play by yourself, though. Cyberpunk roguelike action. You have the cyberpunk bow. You have the person that's shield base. Kind of looks like a fun little indie game. 3 distinct class: ninja, soldier. Totally didn't see the first one. So upgrade and enhance your abilities. Oh, look at that. Oh, I was gonna say, oh, look at that. Looks like you can change up your head, your arms, your legs, and I'm guessing certain other things like armor platings. Does it like visually change your stuff? So it has some type of RPG slash lightly RPG systems in place. Deploy a massive arsenal of weapons. Ooh, how many weapons do I have actually? Okay. Got some energy-based weapons. Hunt down the Zone Guardians. I guess that's like your final thing you really need to do. Kind of like I'm guessing zone bosses in a way. Like these are the bosses of said. Oh yeah, but yeah, this game is apparently out now. It's out for Steam, Epic Store, and GOG. And but it will be coming soon to pretty much the PlayStations and the Xboxes. Yeah, it's developed and published by a development and publisher I don't know actually. So this is all new territory for me. I have no clue how this is gonna be, but it looks interesting. I don't know if you can play it by yourself or something like that, or if you're kind of required to have a team or not. So that's going to be the only thing that will probably stop me from really getting the game or trying out the game, is if you're absolutely 100% required to like play with other people. If you can still enjoy the game by yourself, that'd be awesome, because I mean, at least when it comes to me, 99% of the time there's usually no one to join. That's either in my friends list in any of the consoles or Steam libraries or something like that. So I usually try and rely on games that you play by yourself. Now, if Arc Runner has that, then I'll check it out, but I'll have to get more information on that game when it does come out. So, next on the list, we have a game called Project Nightmares Case 36, and then it has a name to it. But yeah, let's see it. Couldn't read the name because it was cut off. But yeah, it looks like a horror game. And I'm all about horror games, you know? Puzzle solving, upside down cross, dead bodies, creepy things. It looks kind of indie. It has a little bit of an indie flair to it. Oh, and that's it. So yeah, apparently it is available now. It doesn't really, does it say the no, it does not say like what it's exactly out on. I'm assuming it's at least out on PC. I don't know if it's out on like consoles or anything like that, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to judge, you know, horror games. It definitely had some indie jankiness to it, which could have its charms, could either be good or bad, but I don't know. I've been starving. I've been like thirsty for a really good horror game lately, and you know, last year I didn't really get too many of those. You know, we got like The Quarry and all that, but you know, I've seen that, done that. I'm looking for something new. But yeah, there's Project Nightmares, Case 36. Kind of makes me wonder if they'll make other games from the Project Nightmares game. Well, with the name like that, or if they've already made like a bunch of other games. That'd be funny if they already have like 35 other games. But no, that was that game. I wasn't super impressed, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know if it does okay, or you know, it's out now. I mean, if I see a review on it, or if I see some people talking about it, there may be a point in time where I'll play it. I don't know. It just depends on when I come across it. All right, so the next game is going to be Super Dungeon Maker. I think this is an official Switch trailer, if I'm correct. No, just official launch trailer. Never mind. Oh, it is the Switch trailer, though. I like the art style. It has that cute little pixel art style to it. Do you always play as a chicken? A rooster? A cock? Yeah, it looks like you... kind of like, you know, Meet Your Maker, and also how, you know, Super Mario Maker and all that. It's in the same vein as it. Different genre, though. Dungeon crawlers. Top-down Zelda-esque game. You can place bosses. Doesn't look half bad, and it's also another game that's out now. Now I don't know. Once again, they hardly ever put it, but yeah, it's definitely out for Switch. I don't know if it's out on any other consoles though. So I guess you would have to look up the game, see if it is out on anything else. But yeah, that was a Super Dungeon Maker. That's in the same vein as, like, you know, Mario Maker. Well, yeah, Super Mario Bros. Stuff like that. And well, the most recent game that came out that's kind of in that same vein but a different genre is Meet Your Maker, which is like, you know, people build dungeons. The people going through those dungeons is in a style of the first person shooter / you know, first person platforming, and people have to get through that and just survive and get to the destination. And yeah, people make it as hard as possible if they can. I haven't played that one yet, but apparently it's okay. It's not the greatest game, but apparently it's okay. Then you have this game, which is kind of cute, and just see how ridiculous people make their levels and all that. But I haven't seen anyone cover this game yet, and it's already out. So as I say, if it's already out, most likely it came out this week. So yeah, if you're into those type of games where you design levels for people to play through and all that, this is probably right up your alley. And it looks pretty damn decent. The gameplay looks solid. So yeah, I couldn't see any real big issues within the trailer itself. But yeah, I don't know. So There you go. There's the trailer. All right, next on the list, we have more of Void Train. This is a Void Train exclusive official release date trailer. So this is the trailer that shows you the release date of said game, Void Train. Yeah, this game looks really weird. It's like a roguelite, but most of your experience is like, well, on a train, and you keep upgrading the train and everything like that. It's a good first-person shooter, etc. It's a very interesting concept, though. It's like you go into like different dimensions, as they call it, a void. It looks interesting. I don't know if it's my cup of tea, like, for the long run. It just depends on how fun the combat and the cycle of these type of games are. That was like a character from Wolfenstein. An alien with a... so there's a bunch of alien creatures. Did it help you reload? Rock on, man. The World Eater. So yeah, that's Void Train. Oh yeah, and we get it on May 9th. What day is it right now? Oh, it's May 5th. So in about 4 days, this game comes out on Steam. So yeah, Void Train coming out real soon. I think a lot of people were able to play this. I don't know if it was on early access on Steam, but I have seen some people play this, at least early access wise, and it did look like it had a really interesting like loop mechanic to it. So yeah, if you're in the mood to play more games like roguelites and everything like that, in the style of first person, and a really cool concept, which is like pretty much riding a train through different gates through like that goes to other, what I assume, dimensions and everything like that, then pretty freaking cool. I mean, the gameplay looks pretty good and all that. It just depends on if the gameplay loop is fun and enjoyable. But we'll see when it comes out. The next game that we are going to look at is I Am Future. It's a devlog. It's for the farming and fishing of the game. So specifically just the farming and fishing of the game. I have seen this game in the past before. This was, I think, during Summer Games Fest. So, either it was a part of Summer Games Fest or it was shown off first time in the Video Game Awards last year. So you got that stuff too. Did you watch the Chrono Odyssey trailer? Not yet. We're actually coming up to that. Don't worry, we'll get there eventually. But first, we got this game. So I don't know how this game is.
Hello,
but yeah.
and welcome to I Am Future, a cozy base-building survival game that places you in the shoes of the last remaining survivor on a planet that has been flooded by a series of devastating tsunamis. You are lucky
there's
to
a demo
have been
on
put in
Steam.
a hibernation pod and survive the catastrophe. Now, stranded on the rooftop of a skyscraper, you have the whole planet at your disposal.
I like the art style. Oh,
So, what
You have
do
to actively
do in a
scrap things.
desolate megalopolis when you have all the time in the world? Build a comfy base and chill, obviously, but feeling comfy is only possible when your stomach's full.
is this a
Ain't that
more
right,
relaxing survival
future
game?
dweller?
Is this a
Eating
more
properly
relaxing?
is as important as ever, but food has to come from somewhere, with food production gone forever. In this devlog entry, we will tell you about farming and fishing, skills that will help you survive comfortably in I Am Future.
So is
The
this?
demo is available now on Steam.
So wait a minute. I'm like, I guess the concept of this game is like, oh yeah, you're trying to survive, but it's gonna be more of a kind of relaxing experience compared to other survival games.
Start
I
with
like it.
farming.
I really
It's the
like
basic
it.
skill that you will have to master in order to live a well-fed life in your new post-apocalyptic home.
It's like a
by
wholesome
building garden beds
post-apocalyptic
and then
game.
Plant seeds into the soil.
That's a tiny build too. Yeah, that's true.
So you just plant seeds and wait. Is it that simple? Well, not really.
No, you gotta water
Plants
it.
need water to grow and
You also need to
flourish.
have
In a city flooded with salt water, getting fresh
Good
water
luck.
is a must.
gotta
Our team
boil the
believes
shit
that
out
the
of it.
mechanic of desalination adds to the realism of surviving the post-apocalypse. Later in the game, you will be able to automate watering by setting up an irrigation system, and the fruit collecting routine can be delegated to robotic helpers. They'll replenish your food supply while you chill on a deck chair and enjoy
Be a
the
lazy
gorgeous
asshole.
view. Being a good farmer means making sure that your crops are intact. It includes driving pests away.
Worry
The
about
most common enemy of your crops is the leech. That sneaky guy is covered in
There's
contagious.
9 variations of
It
that
can
fucker.
infect your plants. Craft a torch to lure them away. Build a fence and make sure to use special bug sprays.
Just bug
We
spray
have
'em.
more pests in our development plans. Slow but
Oh.
persistent caterpillars, dangerous hornets, and more. So much for a
bug-based
chill
enemies.
base building game, huh?
Uh,
But nah, just kidding. These little vermins won't disrupt your cozy livelihood much if you
Good.
set up all necessary defenses, and you will be able to sleep soundly at night.
'cause I want to be a
In the
lazy
future,
asshole.
we will add more types of plants to the game. The almond, the chili pepper, coffee beans, root vegetables, and
Coffee!
more. Some foods must be prepared for consumption by cooking, but that's a topic for another future devlog. An upgrade system will also be implemented, allowing you to make crops grow faster. More specifically, generator-powered UV lights. Oh, and one more thing. You'll also be able to plant trees on your rooftop. As far as eyes can
Don't know how
see,
that works.
your cozy rooftop base is surrounded by the sea.
Trees on a
Any
rooftop.
ideas for leisure time? How about some old-fashioned fishing? We felt this mechanic would fit right in, considering that it's both a relaxing activity and a means to get food. Speaking about
Hell
food,
yeah.
multiple species of fish thrive in the water.
Are they like
just
alien
begging
fish?
to be feasted on.
That'd
All
be
you
funny.
need is a fishing rod and a lure.
Oh god.
It's up to you what to do
What the
with
fuck
the
was that
catch.
fish?
Cook a
Look
hot
like an
dinner,
auger fish.
test your luck and use it as a lure for another round of fishing, or trade rare fish species for advanced tools.
Oh, we
It's
can
not only the
trade it
fish
for
that you can catch,
fertilizer.
though. Since the whole planet has been flooded, there are plenty of supplies floating around. Metal, plastic, and even
Ah.
equipment.
That's how you get supplies too. That's interesting that you have to actively disassemble
We
things.
needed a way for future dwellers to cover their needs for building and crafting. So fishing for useful junk works from both a gameplay and narrative standpoint. That wraps it up for this entry of the I Am Future devlog.
It's actually a pretty good amount of information on the
We
game.
hope you enjoyed it. Future dwellers,
Well, that's
more
the thing.
devlogs
Damn.
are coming soon.
Is it?
See you in the future.
Is it all just... Oh. here.
Demo is available now on Steam.
Is it all just based on one rooftop? It would be funny. Or that, or you can expand your, territory on other rooftops. I was like, that's a pretty big rooftop, not gonna lie, but I think eventually a lot of people are gonna start running out of space. So I'm kind of wondering if you can expand your territory to other rooftops. But yeah, from what I saw, it looks pretty good so far. It's like, yeah, there's the demo, but it looks like, yeah, an early access is coming August 8th this year. So yeah, this game's not going to be out for any time soon, but if they're going to go on early access by August, I'm thinking at the earliest, early 2024 is going to be its release date, but it'll probably come out maybe next summer or something like that. So they probably still have probably a good year or so of development still. I mean, it is an indie game, so, and it's being published by Tiny Build, and Tiny Build doesn't really tend to tend to pressure the people they publish. So, hey, from what I saw, it looks really good. I mean, this is the type of survival game that's kind of more up my alley. I like my survival games to be a little bit more chill. Like, yeah, in the beginning and all that, it could be a little stressful and all that. But as survival games progress, it should be easier over time. Like, because you're progressing, you're getting better, you're making things easier on yourself, and it should be that way. But there are some survival games I played in the past where, even though you get better and you get like more potentially like more dangerous and just more efficient, the enemies and the world around you gets harder. And it's like, what's the fucking point? Kind of like how RPGs where enemies like level up with you. It's like, then what's the point in having a level up system? So it's like, I always thought of that. It's like, why have a level up system if they just always are same level as you? But yeah, that's just my thing of taste in games. But yeah, that was I'm Future, as you guys saw. Demo's already out on Steam and all that. I think it's just going to be a game on computer for right now. I don't know if they have any plans to release it on consoles, but if it does come out on consoles, I'll gladly get it for like, just any of the consoles I have. But yeah. I want to overkill the enemy. Yeah, absolutely. I just want to like, one bullet does like 3 times the amount of damage as like the enemy's health. Right, so the next trailer coming up is pretty much a racing series I have not covered. Here's a disclosure though. I'm a big fan of F1. I've been watching F1 racing for the past 2 years now. And I've been a very big fan of just the, Drive to Survive series on Netflix. I love watching F1 racing. But I haven't gotten into their games due to the fact that, one, their games come out yearly and it's also published by EA. So I never know how I feel about these games, but the F1 racing games do look good, at least. I don't know how they are gameplay wise, but yeah, I decided to put the trailer in there. So here you go. F1 racing.
Who will be last to break? Round the outside he goes, and there's a huge lock-up.
I think it's gonna have a story
Before
mode
the race
though.
begins, anything is possible.
Drive to Survive.
The world holds its breath.
Why are you hesitating?
It does have a story. It has a whole iconic EA story.
Something has gone very wrong here.
Every season, you want to step up. There's always
No,
something.
there's Carlo. I actually know the driver's names. Carlos. He's a Ferrari driver.
This has to be a red flag.
I was devastated.
What a great result.
I want to be the best I can be. And
Yeah, this is Verstappen, my boy.
Lights out, and away we go.
Do you know how I look losing easy points like this?
Come on, you can do this.
Not everyone survives in F1. You know that.
Wheel to wheel, this is fabulous. The question is,
Who will be
The last to break.
It actually looks more promising than the other F1 games. It does look promising. It's going to be out on June 16th. It's pretty much going to be out for most likely the Xbox Series, PS5, and PC. So you got that. I don't know if you're into racing games and if you're a fan of F1 games and general and stuff like that, then probably be good and all that stuff too. Did I see the Gran Turismo movie trailer? I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I'll probably watch it sometime after the stream ends and everything like that. That's probably what I'll do. But it's interesting that they're gonna try and make an actual movie out of Gran Turismo. that's a very I wonder who really pitched that. It's like, can we make a movie based off a driving game franchise that doesn't really have a story? Well, they're doing it with like what? They're doing it with Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal kind of loosely has a story, but it's not really known for its story. And they're doing a TV show for that? Fucking weird. It's such a fucking, like, all these things are like, you're stretching it, man. You're stretching it. I don't know if you can do it. You're probably not going to do it. It's probably going to be awful. But who knows? It could be good. It could be bad. But hey, at least maybe the story in F1 2023 is actually going to be pretty cool. I don't know. It looked cool. I liked it. I mean, that type of storytelling where you do the races and all that, and then the story unfolds either in the middle of a race or after a race or before the race is always a really cool thing. That actually have something that's not just racing, but add a little bit of substance to the racing is always cool. That's why I like Drive to Survive on Netflix, because it shows more of the overall culture and the team dynamics within F1 that you'd never get to see during the actual races themselves. So I always did enjoy that. That's what got me into F1 racing to begin with. It's because of stuff like Drive to Survive, and I kind of like to see more of that. I'm already watching one that's about the tennis league, the professional tennis league for and it's by the same guys. And eventually I'm going to be watching the one that's about golf. I forgot what is not Breaking Point, but because Breaking Point I think is the tennis one, and I forgot what the golf one is, but it's by all the same people. And I'm waiting for them to do soccer too, but it's like really cool stuff. All right, as I stop getting out of thing. Oh, speaking of Chrono Odyssey, this is the next one that's coming up. I have not watched any of these trailers, by the way. Just a nice little heads up. I have been saving these trailers for this segment in general, so this is all my first take on these trailers. I've been hearing some talk about Chrono Odyssey. So let's see what this game's all about. I think it's a MMO or MMO. I don't know what type of MMO. But apparently people have been talking about it, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I like it. The medieval timeline. Oh, Elden Ring. Oh, that's cool looking. Like that. We got a ziggurat. Is it a third-person action MMO? So I heard something about it being an MMO. It might not be an MMO though. Is it an MMO? Sauron. It is action based. Is it gonna have that? Oh shit! That girl lost her arm. Oh, is there a climbing mechanic, or is that just a cutscene? It's giving me Black Desert vibes, and I'm a pretty big fan of Black Desert. I just hated the grind of Black Desert. Yeah, it's giving me some Black Desert vibes. What's up with that? It's not the same depths, is it? I didn't see their name on it. Abyssal, something Abyssal. That Black Desert without the grind, I would love that. Because I liked Black Desert for its combat, but I hated the grind, man. Oh, we're getting some Monster Hunter action as well. It looks like it's some Monster Hunter shit. Oh, that's a world boss, it looks like. Yep, it's an MMO. If you have that many people on the field fighting one thing, that looks like a world boss. Oh, that killed some people. Something about time, though. Oh, well, yeah, if you think about it, chrono, time. So I wonder if some of your powers also... Oh yeah, there you go. It explained it. Some of your powers is also tied with time. I like the art style when it comes to some of the structures, I guess you'd call them. That's cool looking. It's very alien. Hey, some HR Geiger looking structures in this game. Man, is that Ifrit? That looks like Ifrit. Huh. So Chrono Odyssey, which, you know, if you think about it, Chrono, time, Odyssey, adventure, or time, you know, Odyssey itself. Usually when it comes to an Odyssey, there's an adventure of struggles and deliberations. So, interesting. Looks promising. I don't know if it says it's going to be out on it. Oh, hey, there you go. There's the information I was looking for. So I don't know. So NPixel and Gameplex. You got your Twitter and YouTube and their website information there, but it's going to be out for Steam, PS5, and Series X. So I'm kind of wondering, though, if it's going to be out on PS5 and Series X, will it be out on either Game Pass or PlayStation Plus or anything? Might not, because I don't know if it's also going to be subscription-based. If it's going to be subscription-based, is it going to validate that? Or is it going to be free to play? Do you buy it for a solid $60 or $70 first, and do you get to play it for free afterwards? I wonder if that information is out there. And if so, it does make me wonder. So NPixel is a SK dev. Oh, like South Korean dev? I see. There something about because isn't it Black Desert people also South Korean? There's something about the South Korean MMOs that are more action based that I kind of actually enjoy and like. I also kind of like the look of their MMOs a little bit more, but the only problem with like Black Desert is, of course, what we were saying is their grind. Hopefully, if Chrono Odyssey has a grind, it's not grueling and it's not horrible. Every MMO needs a grind at some point in time to keep people going, keep people playing, but don't make it boring and super overwhelmingly tedious. It's very hard to add something to a grind and do stuff like that. Yeah, so Pearl Abyss is also South Korean. All right. So yeah, I don't know too much about, I guess, Grand Saga, but if they're known for that, then I might have to like kind of look at that and see what direction they could be going. Because you know, if you ever want to know what that developer is good at, always look at their previous games. And I mean, if it was a new developer, you can't really look at their previous games, so. It's like, oh, well, shit. We can't really know if it's going to be good or not. Or what they're going to be good with. I mean, I've seen people that are known for first-person shooters, like Guerrilla, making Killzone games. And then they went on to make one of the best third-person action games ever which is like Horizon Zero Dawn. So I don't know if this is new territory for the Ed Pixel dudes, which I don't know. Like if Grand Saga is another MMO that they've done, then it's like, okay, they already have a little bit of like experience under their belt. Whatever they learned from that, they're gonna bring to the table with Chrono Odyssey. So I mean, yeah, it looks good. I like it. It's got my attention. I don't know if it's necessarily gonna be the next MMO I'm gonna play. I haven't played any real MMOs lately in a long time. Actually, I haven't played an MMO in forever, except for, I mean, legitimately, last MMO I really actually played was just World of Warcraft, and that's just me. I was just leveling up characters. I wasn't even like doing end game stuff. I wasn't doing dungeons or raids or anything like that. I was just playing World of Warcraft for the sake of playing World of Warcraft. And that was like 4 years ago, maybe. So it's been a long time since I played an MMO, man. So this next game coming up has gotten me some has been, some questions in my head. It's a game called Soul Survivors. There's a game also called Vampire Survivors that's in the same vein as this. I'm wondering if it's the same developers. Is it the same developers? We'll find out. I think it is. It looks like the same fucking game, though. Just in a different...
has come to witness the return of a fellowship of valiant heroes, whose names were once spoken in hushed tones of reverence and awe. Their souls have been summoned once more to embark on a perilous...
And by the way, I was very addicted to Vampire Survivors. I still am. I still need to keep playing it. This is so is Vampire Survivors, though. Even as the countdown, as the items, your level. You don't really press anything to activate any of your... It's like a kind of like semi-idle, survival level up game. You get curses though. Oh, early access out now. Who's the devs? Copyright Valve Corporation. It doesn't really say. This is out on Steam. It's not out on anything else. But yeah. If a game is called something so close to Vampire Survivors, it has to be the same devs. It even has the same type of art style and all that, same type of gameplay and setup. If it's not by the same devs, this game's gonna have a lawsuit on its hand very fast. So if it's not the same devs, man, this game's gonna get sued to oblivion. So we'll I don't know. I have to do some research on Soul Survivors. So if anyone's watching this either live or on YouTube later on, then yeah. Not the same devs, by the way. If it's not the same devs that did Vampire Survivor, there's gonna probably be some issues with this game. I think there's gonna be some issues. I don't know if they can get them with anything, any type of lawsuits, but it's way too similar to Vampire Survivor, and I wonder if there's going to be some copyright issues. You don't think there's going to be copyright issues? I don't know. It just depends on if they trademarked anything. If they didn't trademark anything, then they probably can't sue them. But this is a blatant ripoff, then, if that's the case. It looks good. It looks good, but it's way too fucking it's way too Vampire Survivor-ish. It's gonna be a problem. I can see some people complaining about it too. It's like, dude, this is fucking Vampire Survivor. I don't know. I would have an issue with it, but I wouldn't probably do any. Like, as a person that would probably, like, if I made Vampire Survivor, like, I would have an issue with it, but I probably wouldn't sue him. I guess it depends on, like, the developer or developers. Is it just a one person? I think Vampire Survivor is this one person thing, right? Like as a person, I would probably made that game. I probably wouldn't really do anything. It's like I've already had my success. I've lived my limelight and everything like that. And you know, if anyone backseats on my success, good for them. That's how I would genuinely feel. But as a person that likes Vampire Survivor and seeing this, it's like it's just too similar, and I would have like I don't know, a fan of the game, I would have a problem with it. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, we'll see. The game's probably gonna do well, especially for people fans of that genre. And it's addictive. It's good. Let's see if they'll do any as good, if not better, than Vampire Survivor. So we'll see. But yeah, next game on the list is going to be a game called Punch Club 2. I have not played the first one, but I know a lot of people love Punch Club. But yeah, Punch Club 2, Fast Forward. It's an official gameplay overview.
Rated T for teen. 20 years ago, a really tough guy punched his way to glory. It was really awesome, but then he vanished and things really changed. But now it's the future, and things are run by a morally ambiguous corporation, and everything's cyberpunk. Hey dweebs, I'm Chuck, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the fighter management sim Punch Club 2, Fast Forward, an upcoming title by developers Lazy Bear Games. Inspired by all
I should probably play the first one.
Awesomeness with a hilarious branching story, Punch Club 2 is sure to be even punchier and clubbier than ever.
Clubbier.
Punch Club 2 Fast Forward is a fighter management sim with RPG mechanics.
It looks cool.
Actually the one fighting. It's this chump here.
It's just
So
it's pretty much a management game.
and abilities, because remember, no one's gonna punch you. You're responsible for managing his fighting career, planning his match strategy, and training him. Good luck.
We'll laugh.
Before a fight, the first thing to consider is
Punch
which
Club.
fighting school you want to select. There are 3 basic fighting schools that focus on strength, agility, and stamina.
That's what I can do.
For a fight, you can select what attack and defense moves you want to use. It's a viable strategy focusing on defense, and any unused slots will allow your player to recoup energy during the fight. By combining styles with attack and defense strategies, players are able to
Is that
create
Shredder?
their own unique fighting style. Study your rivals closely, and when you see a weakness, use custom combinations of skills, boosts, and software.
Man,
to
won the fight with
micromanage the
jabs.
fight before it starts, and then sit back and watch the results of your efforts. But you can't expect him to just jump into the ring unprepared and fight. I mean, jeez. You gotta train him first. Or not. This is Punch Club 2, so it's up to you. Now, there are multiple ways to increase your strength, agility, and stamina stats. We'll look at the old school way first. At the start of the game, you'll have access to a dusty old mat, but soon you'll be able to buy, unlock, and access more training equipment to speed up the process. But the best thing? It's mostly free, which is exactly your budget. It just takes time, which is limited. But there's a quicker and more effective option: neuro training. Welcome to the future. You can get
Neuro training.
without lifting a finger. Want even quicker progress? No problem. We're proud to introduce Extreme Neuro Training. But be careful though, aside from extreme neuro training potentially turning your brain into a slimy soup or worse, or giving you the brain overload debuff before a fight, it's also kind of expensive, which means it's time for our unemployed hero to get a job. Money is one of the predominant mechanics outside of fighting and training that you manage in the game.
$10.
Alongside time, hunger, good person points, energy, and our hero's happiness. But lucky for you, the Undercity is filled with greed, so you can work for a grimy gang, the Mafia, or even Yakuza during the early game.
Yakuza.
Working passively increases your stats. Like, for example, working at the noodle restaurant will increase your agility stat, whilst earning you some sweet, sweet moolah. You can work for multiple organizations, but you can't be in 2 places at once, at least not in this game. Another way to generate
Coming
income is to progress up
2077.
fighting leagues, where you'll be able to strategically choose your opponents to gain either more or less good person points for winning.
It's Rorschach.
But if you really want to get your money's worth, talk to Bobo Jr. about illegally hacking the fight, meaning bigger wins, but also bigger losses. And that brings us to time management. It's up to the players to create the best strategy to manage these aspects as they progress through the game. Carefully choose and plan when to carry out the essential tasks like eating and sleeping, or supplement these with food and drinks that provide a
It's
small
very
boost to
time
stats
management
or
wise
fights.
type of game.
Turning up to a fight hungry, tired, injured, or depressed is not going to cut it. You need our champ fighting fit to avoid any debuffs going into the fight. You also need to turn up to the fight on time.
Is that Clippy?
Embarrassing loss of good person points. Now, this may seem like a lot to compute, especially if you've taken as many hits to the head as this guy has. But don't worry, soon you'll be operating like a well-oiled machine, keeping our guy happy, rested, and fighting fit. Why work so hard to help this guy? It's a valid question. You gotta feel pretty bad for him because his mom didn't let him leave the house for like 20 years. And his father mysteriously vanished, and everyone, like a weird amount of people, always want to fight him. But if he wants to solve the mystery of his father's disappearance, he's gonna need a lot of GPP and a lot of help from you. So don't be a chump. Wishlist Punch Club 2 fast forward now. Right now.
Gonna be out on everything. Pretty much everything. And it's also another tiny build game, by the way. It's developed by Lazy Bear Games. And yeah, I heard a lot of people really enjoyed the first Punch Club, and yeah, it seems like it's probably going to go right along the lines of the first game, but probably improve some things and introduce even more things. It's just more Punch Club for people that are fans of Punch Club. So yeah, it makes me want to play the first one. So I probably should try and get my hands on the first one day and play it. But yeah, I haven't really played a game like that. I usually don't like being pressured to do something before I'm absolutely 100% ready. So it just depends on if I like that type of game. Hopefully it's not super 100% stressful when it comes to time management. But I guess it depends. I don't know. Time management games are usually not my cup of tea, but we'll find out. Especially if I play the first one. But yeah, next game on the list is called Planet of Lana, official release date trailer. So, see what the hell this game's about. I think I might have seen this game before. Thunderfall. Wishfully. Simplistic art style, but it looks nice. Robots, vegetation. 2D, 3D-esque, 2D, 3D game. Oh, yep, it looks like one of those games. Ah, I'm a sucker for these. I'm always a sucker for this type of game. You guys know me. It's like a mixture of primitive and technology. May 23rd, 2023. Comes out this month. Well, well, well. An Off-Earth Odyssey. Only on the Xbox Series and Game Pass. Oh, it's going to be on Game Pass. So it's going to be a game I can't play no matter what. So yeah, Game Pass, Xbox Series. Doesn't seem to be on PC unless they mean like Game Pass as in PC Game Pass. But you know, Xbox symbol there and everything like that too. I think they have a different symbol for PC Game Pass. But yeah, that game looks very interesting and everything like that too. Well, I'm a fan of like these 2D, 3D-esque exploration story heavy type of games. So although it didn't give me a lot of information and a lot of like how the platforming, if there's puzzles in the game and all that, it didn't really actually show a lot. That's always a problem with me when it comes to certain trailers. Like, did it show a lot? It didn't really do it. But I could always click on this and get more, actual gameplay footage, but it'll probably just show the same type of thing. I don't know. I'm not going to risk it. But we're gonna move on to the next game. I'll keep an eye out on this game, and when it does come out, we'll probably play it and do a peek play of it and all that too. Dome Keeper is the next one. It's an official version 2.5. Wait, if it says 2.5, is this game that was already out? Well, I don't know. Dome Keeper. I don't know a lot of these games. That's why I'm looking at them. It has that indie-esque look to it. Weird. I think I might have seen someone like play this before. It's available now. 2.5 oh, it's an update for this game. Interesting. This is a game that's already out. It's called Dome Keeper. It's out for Steam and all that. I seriously thought I've seen someone play this before, but it's like kind of like a, you maintain this dome, mine for materials, make sure nothing breaks in to kill you and stuff like that. It looks like one of those type of games. It looks interesting. It looks cool. I don't know how it did because I don't think I've seen a lot of people cover this game, which is, it's kind of sad when you don't really see a lot of coverage for certain games, but I don't know. I don't know if I ever get around to it. Like, I always keep the name in my head if it does interest me, and it does interest me. So, yeah, I'll look forward to it one day in the near dear future. But that was an update trailer, apparently. So, all right, it's a game that's already out. All right. So the next game on the list is called The Tartarus Key, official release date trailer. And it has that PS1 graphic style. Yep, it has such a PS1 graphic style. I'm actually kind of a fan of the PS1 graphics look. It's like a modern PS1 graphics look, though. It has that look of the original Alone in the Dark game. I don't know if anyone's ever played that. Well, some puzzle solving. Oh, definitely puzzle solving. Do you have to run away from monsters or enemies? Some weird stuff going on. There's definitely a run mechanic, so you have to run away from something. Tartarus Key. Leaving us in a mysterious situation. May 31st, another game coming out this month. All right, there's another game coming out this month. Vertical Reach and Armored Games Studio. Two, a publisher and a developer I do not know. And it doesn't tell us what platform it's going to be on. Fantastic, unless these things are in the way. But yeah, wonder if... Ambient mode? Annotations? No. I don't know how to get rid of this. I was like, how do you get rid of this? I don't think you can get rid of this during the PC version of it. But yeah, that was the Tartarus Key. I kind of like the whole graphic style of the original PS1 games and games of that era, or even before that era, because I think even before PS1 came out, I'm trying to remember what year the horror game that started it all, Alone in the Dark, came out. But it has that type of art style. It might be it's more along the lines of PS1 era. But yeah, if anyone remembers Alone in the Dark, it had that type of feeling to it. So I'm kind of wondering if it had some inspirations of that and some other horror games. But it looks very puzzle heavy base, and you know, it has a story and everything going on too. But I'm kind of wondering if there's any other elements into it. Like you see the character running and all that, but I don't know if they're running away from something, or if there's a run mechanic just to get to certain places a lot faster. I don't know if there's an actual survivability mechanic within the game, but it looks like a horror game just based in the PS1 days. So I don't know if it's has any potential. I usually like those, like, you know, I like boomer shooters that, you know, are more modern, but it has an old school graphics type of style to it, like Proteus and things like that. So I don't know if it has any of that charm, and it looks like it has that charm. I will check this game out. But I guess I'll be waiting. I guess I'll be waiting until like the end of this month and see how this is. So yeah, I'll mark that. I'll mark that as a game I'm interested in. So next game on the list, though, Enshrouded, official announcement trailer. Oh, so this is announced this week.
From the darkness, awaken. Let the fire in your veins guide you, for you shall have nothing else to survive.
Another survival game.
Until
pre-alpha footage.
The ones before you were fools. They pillaged the earth for a magical elixir and unleashed a ruinous blight. My newborn flame. Master the staff.
Oh, destructibility in the environments. Yo, that's kind of cool. I was gonna say, pause it for a second. The combat looks a little dull, but I think the thing that's probably going to save the combat a little bit is going to be the destructibility in the environments. That's the thing that's catching my eye.
The fog, weakness is a feast for the mighty.
Yeah, see how the combat looks a little weird? It's not very meaty.
Cast yourself into the rude beauty.
It's very, what I call it, Conan-esque combat. Oh! Getting around the world looks pleasant. You know, gliding suit, grappling.
Build.
Adventuring looks good. Basic building mechanics. Not a very big fan of that. It looks good though.
There are others waiting for you to raise a village or a kingdom.
Huh. It looks good.
Craft arms worthy of legend. And ignite your skills. Flameborn, call upon your allies and together take back your realm.
It's gonna be out on Steam. Is it being published by Keen or developed by Keen? But everything else except for the combat has my attention. Well, that and maybe the building. The building is like any other survival game. The only reason why the building doesn't catch my eye is because it's just so similar to everything else. But it looks good though. It looks good. It looks promising. It looks like it could be some fun as long as I don't get bored with the actual combat itself. Yeah, because like the traversal mechanics when it comes to the grappling, like rope or hook that you have, and the glide suit and everything. The world itself looks pretty interesting too. It has a lot of weird shit in it that I was like, oh, hey, this probably be potential. So it's called Enshrouded. Gonna be out on Steam. Doesn't say anything else. You probably have to go to the website or their Twitter account and all that, see if they have it announced for anything else. But yeah, I'll look forward to it. I mean, I'm usually trying to be very positive with most games, but Usually with survival games and all that, I have a very hard time liking them. But if there are certain things that do grab my attention, like the destructibility and the environment of this game, I saw it. It looked really fucking cool. So I was like, hey, there's not a lot of games that have been kind of like leaning towards that way when it comes to the actual destructibility of their world. So if they have like, you know, wood breaks differently, the ground and ores break differently, does explosions interact with water really cool like and everything like that, that's when I would be really interested to actually really check out this game. So I'll see. We'll see. The game is doesn't really have a release date, but it has been announced. You can wishlist it at least. So there you guys go. All right, another game down the pipeline is going to be After Us. It's an official gameplay trailer. I think we saw After Us, it was either last week or we saw it last year during Game Fest. Not summer. It's either Summer Game Fest or the Game Awards. One of those. I mean, it's both Jeff Keighley's bullshit, so who knows? That's already cool looking. Oh, it's this game. Yeah, I think we saw this in Game Awards. Yeah, it's like a industry heavy world, and it looks like you're in a way healing the world itself. Kind of has that flower inspired, I don't know, progression. Except there's enemies and all that. It was an elk the whole time. After Us coming out, another game coming out this month, May 23rd, 2023. You can wishlist it, or it's going to be out also on PS5 and Xbox Series X, and of course, you know, wishlisting it on Steam as well. Yeah, another one of those games where it's like, I'm kind of a fan of this type of games. I don't know if the story's going to be good, but I like the concepts of like changing the environment as you go and seeing what happens. I mean, the one game that we played not too long ago on the stream and will be released pretty soon on YouTube is shit. Forgot the name of the game. It's like, wait, what was it called again? Sea of Solitude. That has that type of feel to it. I'm wondering if it's also a overseas indie developer. Probably is. I can see some like influences of overseas development when it comes to their like indie games in different countries always have a certain type of feel. So you can always kind of almost tell what country it's from. So it's like, I wonder if it is overseas. It's like not a bad thing though. Oh no, we got those bots. Delete the message. Delete the message. What I should do though is what I should do is actually ban that bot. I didn't do it. But yeah, we don't want to become famous, dickhead. All right, next on the list, down the pipeline, we have another Double Dragon game coming out. Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of something. I can't read the rest of it. What is it called again? Rise of the Dragons. There you go.
Let's go! Can't touch me! No escape! Strike! Take this!
Combat wise, typical Double Dragon kind of combat. But the art style looks different.
Stay back.
I like it though. I like the look of it.
Gotcha. Out of my way.
Here we go.
Usually these games are just, you get the most fun out of playing these games if you're playing with a friend. Gotta, you know, have same person on the couch, have a blast.
Double Dragon Gaiden, Rise of the Dragons.
So out on everything. There you go. It's gonna be out on everything. There's so many Double Dragon games. So if you're a fan of beat 'em ups, I mean, you can't go wrong with Double Dragon. The latest Double Dragon had a much different like art style, I think. Was it I'm trying to remember if it's Double Dragon or it was like another fighting game that had like a more hand-drawn style. But yeah, I mean, yeah, beat 'em ups will be beat 'em ups. If you're just a fan of beat 'em ups, you know, Double Dragon's one of the originals that kind of paved the way to like the popularity of beat 'em ups. So there you go, more Double Dragon. It's just like I'll probably check it out one day if it's ever, you know, if it's on Game Pass or something, or if I have extra money, I'm in the mood for a beat 'em up, I'll probably grab me a Double Dragon game, probably the latest one, which will be this. Yeah, there you go, more Double Dragon. So the next trailer that's coming up is a game that's already out. It's for Chivalry 2. It's for their raiding party update. I'm gonna look at this and see if it's something that will get me into the game. If it doesn't get me into the game, then okay. Will this get me into Chivalry 2? At no extra cost. Bridgetown. I'm guessing this is a new map. Unleash the raiding party on Bridgetown. Oh, I keep forgetting how brutal like the Chivalry games are. I do have to say, Chivalry always looks like a fun game to play. Oh shit. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it really has... Oh, cross-play parties. Oh, they're testing out cross-play. Huh. Well, if any of you guys have any access to Chivalry 2 and want to play with me, that might get me into Chivalry 2. Just a nice little heads up. Yeah, if anyone invites me to play Chivalry 2, that might get me to actually play Chivalry 2. There you go. There's my word. So if anyone, the only way I'm gonna play Chivalry 2 is if I have people to play with. So yeah, if anyone's interested in Chivalry 2, they're currently doing a beta for crossplay. There you go. Next game on the list that's not out, I think, yet, is an escape room game. It's called Between Time. I'm not a very big fan of escape rooms because, like, there's a lot of games I play that have escape room elements, so why just play it? I mean, I guess if you're just a fan of the escape room-esque shtick, then yeah. But there's a lot of games and all that technically have that woven into their stuff. So it's weird to have something that's just basically, oh, I need to escape this room. I don't know. I'm weird. Okay, so like a tomb. I wonder if it's different for each escape room. Oh, it is different. Different themes of escape rooms. Hey, if you're a fan of escape rooms, this game's got you covered. I would not be good at this game. I overthink things way too much. The reason why I overthink things too much because I think they're going to be a lot harder than what they actually are. And they're for some reason they're always so much easier than what I think they're going to be. Like any games that have like strictly they're really strictly focused on like certain puzzles and all that. If the game's puzzles are too easy, I have a hard time with them. It's so weird. When the game's puzzles are really hard, I excel. I excel when it comes to hard puzzles. But for some stupid reason, when I'm playing games that have easier puzzles, I don't know why. But it takes me longer than it should. So weird. I don't understand. Like games like, what's that one game that was really known for like it's strictly just being a one big puzzle game. It was based on an island and all that too. Forgot that game. But yeah, I played that one and I never really had too much trouble with that one. Yeah. I forgot it's not Myst. It's not Myst. Myst was good too, but it's more of just like, it's your point and click type of game. But yeah, escape room. I'm probably gonna pass on it, but if anyone's a fan of escape rooms, I think this game is is gonna be right up your alley. Like if you're a huge fan of escape rooms, Between Time is a PlayStation trailer, but it might be out on other consoles too. So yeah, there you go. Next game on the list is a game called Grindstone launch trailer. It's going to be out for PS5 and PS4. I don't know if it's going to be out on anything else, but we'll find out. Or maybe not, because trailers are vague as shit sometimes. So yeah, let's see what this game looks like. I think this is the game that gives me Adventure Time vibes. Because if you look at the art style, it's like, oh, this is so super Adventure Time, like. Yeah, that's so Adventure Time. Oh, but it might be more Adult Swim Adventure Time. That is such an Adult Swim thing to do. This isn't an Adult Swim game. Oh, you play as the maniac with the sword. I like the art style. I like the theme. I don't know if I like the gameplay yet. It looks like it's kind of puzzle based. I guess you choose the route to do the killing spree. It's like a route puzzle game. Huh. I just like the hand-drawn style of it. Rise, grind, repeat. Alright, so there you go. It's Grindstone. It has it's I guess the developers are called Gappy or Gapy or Gappy. I'm gonna say it's Gappy. But yeah, I wonder if they have some artists from like people that worked on like Adult Swim cartoons and maybe some Adventure Time stuff, because holy shit, the art style reminds me of Adventure Time, but it's more like an adult version. Like if like your main character of Adventure Time could literally cut people in half and shit like that. I mean, I think in Adventure Time, that cartoon, there was some like kind of messed up things that did happen. Like, oh, people did get split in half and shit. There was no blood or anything, but it was like, oh no, I got cut in half. It did very casually. But Yeah, it looks cool. I don't know if I'll like the actual gameplay of it, but I guess I would have to try it at some point in time and see if I really like it, or maybe watch someone on either Twitch or YouTube play it and see if I like the concept of how the fights go, the puzzle solving elements go. Yeah, but if anything, art style and the overall thematic of Grindstone is the thing that kind of caught my attention. So this next game, hopefully I'll say this right, Scoutfold Usurper is this is an announcement trailer, I think. So let's double check, see what this game is all about. Yep, announcement trailer for another PS5 game. London, 1898. 2D Souls-like game, kind of like Salt and Sanctuary. Or is it just like a Metroidvania? Could just be a Metroidvania. Does it have that type of traversal system, kind of like in Final Fantasy 15? Throws a sword and he teleports to that sword. I don't know about the art style when it comes to the drawn aspects of the characters. It could use some work. It's my opinion. I like the pugs. That's drawn really well. Everything else is drawn really well. It's at least the art style is good. Yeah, everything else looks good except for this. I don't know. I know it's a certain type of art style that people kind of like, and either you like or you don't like. It's the proportions of the face that I don't like. Everything kind of looks okay and everything. It's usually the face. Oh, the arms need work. I don't know. Proportioning and I don't know. People will be critics. I'm being a critic. I know I'm being a critic, but everything else in the game looks good. But I don't like the look of the characters when they're in this format. But I like, let's see, I'll wait until this passes. I mean, everything else looks good. Gameplay wise, the characters look fantastic. I like the pixel art style look to it. This, whoever did the art on the pugs, okay, you did a good job. You did a good job. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. It looks interesting. I'm guessing it's I think it's more of probably a traditional Metroidvania game. I didn't see any aspects of it being like a Souls-like game. But I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out on it. I might not be a fan of the drawn cutscene, dialogue to dialogue, look of it, but maybe I can get past that and not complain too much about it. So, moving on to our next game, we have a Shogunner. Well, not a Shogunner. It's called Shogunner. It's an official launched trailer, it looks like. So let's see what this game's about. I don't know what type of game it is right now. Show me a little more. Show me some gameplay. Wait, what? Creators of what? Oh, creators of Hard West and Phantom Doctrine. I have Phantom Doctrine, but I haven't played it. So these type of games are more of your isometric, either one, if it's a Hard West, I think, no, I'm thinking of Weird West. Hard West and I think Phantom Doctrine is isometric, and they tend to be more like a turn-based or a cooldown base, kind of like, not quite XCOM-ish, but they do share some resemblance to each other. So I don't know if you're could be good.
This show killed my family.
think you're
Did he curb stomp? Like slowly curb stomp him?
You think this little game of yours is over? Think again.
Ooh, definitely XCOM like combat though. Why are they blurring it? Is that like actual in-game blur?
I'm not walking away from this. And neither are you.
Oh, is it only out for PC? Dang. So, oh, it's available now. It's a game that's already available. All right, so it must have came out this week. Yeah, I think if you like games like XCOM and some of their other games they've developed, well, they didn't develop XCOM, but games like XCOM. It looks potentially good. It looks like it would be right up your alley when it comes to that. But I don't know. Due to the fact I can't really play too many PC games because I'm more just nervous to play anything on my PC until I get a new PC. I might at least put this on the wish list for now. One day I'll play it in the future. But yeah, for now I was like, hey, it looks potentially good. I'll look for reviews and all that too to see if it's, 100% good. But until then, that is Showgunners. Next game on the list, however, is a game called The Witch of Fern Island. And it's an official trailer, so let's dig in and see if we like it. Oh, it's looking a little rough. Okay, it has like a farming element into the game. Exploration. It's kind of, it has that indie roughness to it, so I might try and be a little open. Be a little bit more open. Alright, so it has some indie-esque look to it. There's fishing, farming, exploration, cutting of wood and stuff. Your typical stuff. Your gathering and stuff like that. But you're a witch though, so you get to brew shit. What is she doing, Taiji? The hell's going on? Is this game having an identity crisis? Mainly on PC, Epic Store, and Steam. Witch of Fern Island. I don't know about it. It's looking a little rough for my taste. But if you like what you saw, if you like games that you kind of like manage land, like, you farm stuff, you do fishing, you explore the area. There's a bunch of games I played that are kind of like it. I mean, in a weird way, it's kind of like in the same vein, but in a different type of style, but in the same vein as like Stardew Valley and stuff like that. You might like this. I think this is probably more towards the long line of My Time in Portia. But you're a witch in a place called Fern Island. I don't know. That's probably being a little too generic when it comes to describing the game. But I don't know, if you're a fan of those, yeah, I would probably give this game a try. It's gonna be out on early access now, so you can play the early access version of this game and see if you like it. But yeah, it looked rough. Just animations and all that. I know it's probably an indie game, but I don't know. I guess I'll look at this game. Like if they do another trailer for this game sometime in the future when the game's gonna release after early access and it's looking better, then I'll probably change my opinion. My opinion is I'll pass. I'm gonna pass on this game. So, but I think it has its audience, but it's not for me. Sorry, it's not for me. There's gonna be some games I'm gonna cover during this week in trailers that I'm probably not gonna like, and this is gonna be one of those. It's just not my cup of tea, style wise. It's especially the thing that really kind of rubbed me the wrong way is a witch doing Taiji, and that doesn't work. It doesn't. You're trying to mix cultures now, and I don't like it. Next on the list, though, however, Convergence, a League of Legends, I think, tell, or is it story? But yeah, it's a League of Legends game that's not League of Legends. I think this is a Riot project that they've been talking about, that they've been working on pretty diligently. Next to their, of course, their MMO and all kinds of other stuff, but I'm willing to play Riot games that aren't one League of Legends or their Counter-Strike-esque game that I totally Valorant, I think it's called. Yeah, Valorant and League of Legends, not my cup of tea, don't really care for them. But however, their other games they're working on, like their MMO and some of their other projects, kind of got my attention. So Convergence might or might not sell me, depending on this trailer.
I'm not here to hurt you. I'm you. From the future.
From the future's future.
I'm here to investigate something in the past.
So Zaun is in trouble right now?
If you would just listen, we'll be keeping the city safe from a devastating future.
Oh, Double Stallion.
Isn't the boy who shattered time?
There is a war coming.
I don't know what happens in the future, but it's not up to you to fix the world all by yourself.
Is that the same voice actor for Miles Morales?
He's been coming back to the past over and over again, trying to fix something in our timeline.
We've all got him, Echo. The first fight you have to beat is with yourself.
So the character's name is Echo?
Not yet.
Oh, it's a 2D side scroller. I mean, it's a 2D game. 2D platformer.
I'm trying to save both of our cities from a disastrous fate.
Variant. Oh my god, it's coming out this month? May 23rd, 2023. Another game coming out this month. What the fuck? Yeah, so I guess the developer is actually Double Stallion, but I guess Riot's publishing company, Riot has another actual publishing company? It's called Riot Forge. So I'm guessing they have they can have other developers work on their properties, like for one, make different games that's based on League of Legends. So there you go. Comes out May 23rd, which is like a few weeks from now. It's like most of these games. That's funny. But yeah, it's got my attention. It'll probably be the first thing I'll actually play on the channel that's actually League of Legends related. So let's see. It's coming out pretty much on everything. Yep, everything. Everything. It's coming out everywhere. Coming everywhere. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll check it out. Sunshine Shuffle is next. Official release date trailer. Is it a gambling game with animals? I'm gonna clean everyone out. Do you get to converse with people like these guys while you're cleaning house. What? They robbed a bank. Interesting. That's a weird concept for a game, and I'm all for it. Holy shit, what are up? May 23rd and 24th are gonna be like a fucking nightmare. Because there's so many games coming out. Apparently late May. Where are all these games coming from? But that looks kind of cool. But I wish I could hide this to see what's behind this. But yeah, it's a Switch game. It's a Switch game that has like cursing animals and shit. They're gambling, and apparently they robbed a bank or something. I would like, did I misread that? Let's see. I think I might have. Yeah, they robbed a bank. So that's, they're divvying up their earnings, and what's the other thing that says? Find out why. So I'm guessing as you're playing poker and all that, the story unfolds, and as you win money, you can use this money to like upgrade the, I guess, this ferry boat thing, because it's, you know, if you've seen those type of like windmill boats before, that are kind of like more for rivers and stuff like that and lakes. But yeah, I like the concept of it. It's way different than any other game I've seen. So hey, if there's a game that's a lot different than all the other games I've played lately, yeah, Sunshine Shuffle, I'll give it. It's got my eye. It looks very interesting. I'm not against gambling or anything unless you have a gambling problem. Then stay away from the channel and stay away from Twitch. Stay away from the internet or get some help. Stuff like that. But if you do have a gambling problem, don't play these type of games. At least this does a game. It doesn't have microtransactions. That's the thing. But it could be a problem. So yeah, Sunshine Shuffle. I'm interested in it. I'll probably play it sometime in the future whenever I get the chance. But moving on, since the segment is getting long, as like last week, we're moving into a City of Beats now, official launch trailer. So I guess this game's already out then, if that's the case. Usually a launch trailer means it's out or it's coming out this week.
Welcome to City of Beats, where everything is driven by music.
Music based, huh?
Create music with your weapons.
Oh.
Dodge attacks synced to the beat.
Yep, it's another music based game. A lot of music-based combat games now. Ever since like
upgrade yourself.
Was it Crypt of the Necrodancer? There's a lot of games basing their combat around music. There's already a couple first-person shooters music-based. Metal Hellsinger. You got that other game that came out like 2 weeks ago. This game's out now. There's already another game being developed by Crypt of the Necrodancer that, you know, rhythm-based. There's a shit ton of like rhythm-based games. But yeah, this game's out for Steam and Epic Store. I always have a hard time thinking if it's like the developer or publisher, because they never disclose it unless you know the company. But Freedom Games, I'm assuming, is the developer, because they wouldn't just show the publisher. Oh, it might be self-published. It looks interesting. I like rhythm-based action, you know, games, shooters, and stuff like that. So this is more of an isometric like shooter. Like, I wonder if it's is it twin stick? Does it look twin stick? Is that twin stick based?
And let the music guide you.
It looks twin stick. Yeah. It looks twin stick related, so I'm all up for it. But yeah, that's City of Beats. I may or may not play it. It looks like something I would probably enjoy playing, but I don't know if I would get it right away. But yeah, I don't really have anything. I don't really have any problems with it. Since I'm kind of all rhythm out, especially after playing Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush scratched that itch so hard that I was pretty much like, okay, I'm satisfied. I don't need to play any more rhythm-based games for a long time, unless it's like another Rock Band or Guitar Hero. So unless it's one of those games, which I would love to see Guitar Hero come back, but we're probably never going to see that. And I will never be able to stream Guitar Hero because, you know, a Rock Band or anything like that, because they're freaking, you know, copyright hell. Copyright hell. So sadly, I won't be able to play those. But yeah, moving on to our next game is called Daydream Forgotten Sorrow. It's an official trailer, as they say. What's unofficial? Okay. Is it 2D, 3D-esque? It's 3D graphics, but I wonder if it's 2D plane? Or is it a 2D, 3D plane? Oh, it's a 2D, 3D plane. Okay. So, camera's always fixed, but it's on a 3D plane. Oh, no. No. Spiders. Why does every fucking game have to have spiders? Okay, it's got some pretty disturbing shit in this game. So I'm guessing you're this kid with a teddy bear going around. Interesting. Only out on PC. Another game coming. What's up with May 24th and 23rd? What's going on here? It's another game. Apparently the game releases, all the trailers coming out that came out this week is apparently all coming out on May 23rd and 24th. That's another game coming out. Oh, wait, just a minute. It's going to come out May 24th and 23rd on PC, but they badly placed it soon on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. So it's coming out on everything, but it's going to be out on other consoles later on. So I have a feeling that's going to be the case. You're going to have to, trying to release your game on everything takes a while. It's a much more grueling and time extensive process for people that have never developed games before. Trying to develop your game to another platform takes a lot of work. You just don't port the game and it works like magically. No, that is not how it does. So understandably, it coming out for Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch later on. So yeah, I'll probably check it out. It looks like it's going to have some very interesting themes if it does it really well. So I'll find out. But yeah, next on the list. This has been, even though I said this game has, this week hasn't been as eventful as last week, there's still a lot of trailers. So I think with weeks with a lot of trailers, I'm going to try and talk a little less. I should probably talk a little less during these. Just share my opinions like really quickly and just shut the fuck up. Let them play. Oh yeah. So this game's called Arto. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh, that's cool. Explore 6 unique art styles. Wait a minute. Why is it pixely? Is it pixely on purpose or? No, it just kind of looks like that. I wonder if the video is way too compressed. So it's isometric. It's more action-based instead of like Diablo-based. I don't think it's like a Diablo style. It's this isometric camera, where that has like a action art, like have an action RPG. Interesting concept. Playing through 6 different unique art styles. Available now on Steam, Epic, and GOG, Orion, and Freedom Games. Another Freedom Games thing. I think Freedom Games is the publisher. So there must have been something with Freedom Games. But yeah, that game's out now, mainly on PC. So if you like what you saw, there you go. I don't know. Something was a little off. It's probably just because of the compression of the video. I think they might have compressed the video a little too much. And I don't know if it was because of game trailers or something. But that was jacked up to its highest thing and it looked a little too compressed. I was like, is it fuzzy or is it the type of art style I'm looking at? I don't know. Irem Collection Volume 1. Oh yeah, aren't these the bullet hell games? Ooh, okay, this... I'm a sucker for classic bullet hells. Ooh, oh my god. Yes, give me all the bullet hell. Oh yeah, it's another classic collection game bundle that you can get. I don't think I've ever played the Image Fighter games, or Image Fight. But Irem, oh, they're different games, that's why. So I guess this is a developer collection. It's another bullet hell, but different. It's much different. Oh, Image Fighter 1 and 2, and then whatever that game was. Holy shit. Is this like a collector's edition? Comes with soundtrack. This thing comes with, I'm guessing, your standard section here. A manual, marquee stickers, visual compendium, arcade coin, retro print set, mini replica box. So you get a mini replica box? Probably old school replica, like of the actual like box itself. The original box. And then you have like posters A2. So all 4 of these posters, that looks like maybe. And then yeah, the vinyls though. What's up with that? Do you get both of these vinyls? Oh no, they're not vinyls. Oh, they're just are they straight up CDs? I'd rather get a vinyl. I don't have a vinyl player, but I'd rather get a vinyl. It looks like they're CDs. But hey, the arcade coin though looks pretty cool. Well, I guess there's a collector's edition for those games. Very interesting. But yeah, I seriously think like, as a fan of bullet hell games, it's got my attention. I'll probably play it since I've never played any of those games before. I'm down for it, so I'll probably play it someday in the future. As all these other games, I gotta find time to actually play these games, and I'm trying to get through all the other games I have on my list. My back catalog. If you guys have seen the back catalog, it's never ending. I'm only one person, and I can only work on one game at a fucking time. I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. Next game on the list, though, however, we have Harmony, the Fall of the Reveries. That's an official trailer. Oh, it's a Don't Nod game. Oh, it's Don't Nod's next game.
In our newest narrative adventure, the fate of humanity is yours to decide.
Style.
You play as Polly, a young woman returning home to look for her missing mother. She soon discovers she has the gift of clairvoyance.
Oh, there's clairvoyance.
A vibrant new world.
Get the fuck with people.
She becomes Harmony.
Oh, interesting world.
Of 6 ancient beings known as aspirations, she will decide the destiny of her community. You will need to make critical choices that might affect the balance between both worlds.
Because don't nod.
Using the Augural, a representation of Polly's decisions and outcomes throughout time.
It's not every day you wake up in a new dimension.
Who are you?
It's a different type of don't nod game.
Polly.
Interesting. As long as they have the same type of storytelling, I'm totally up for it, man.
Here, you will get to move from scene to scene.
Ooh, it's a flowchart.
And open.
I'm a sucker for flowcharts. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm going to be addicted to something like this.
Evolving in the narrative will enable you to partially reveal what the future brings.
Oh, sweet.
You won't be alone in your quest, as Polly makes allies both in her world and in Reverie. Aspirations thrive on the crystals that Polly collects from making decisions.
I'm going to pause it real quickly. Does that mean this game is reliant on you going back in time, kind of like AI, the Somnium Files? Does it have that type of storytelling?
Use them wisely to climb step by step towards the future you want. One aspiration will ultimately become the new heart of humanity. Which one will you favor? Polly holds the fate of both worlds in her hands. Will you plan for the future, or will you follow your instincts?
All right. So the new Don't Nod game comes out June 8th on pretty much everything. Oh, everything. Okay, so June 8th on Steam and Nintendo Switch, and then later, June 22nd on PS5 and Xbox Series. So you have, Don't Nod's new game, Harmony, the Fall of Reverie, it's a very different Don't Nod game. It's very, very different. But just like any Don't Nod game, it's got my attention, and I am definitely going to be playing it in the future. That is it. That's all I have to say. I don't have any problems with it. I like that people like Don't Nod and any other company out there can make a game that's totally different, either art style wise or gameplay wise or something like that, and still make a game that grabs people's attention. So yeah, this game grabs my attention due to the fact it's Don't Nod, and Don't Nod has made, like, every game they've made so far, I've always enjoyed and loved. I fucking love the Life is Strange series. So if you're wondering who Don't Nod is, it's the Life is Strange boys and gals. So there you go. They've made excellent games. So yeah, Harmony looks pretty good. But yeah, moving on, since these segments, the this week in trailer segments are so long. I'm so sorry that they're so long. But I'm gonna try and like tighten it up by next week. I don't know. If no one has a problem with me talking or something like that, it's like, hey, you talk too much during these, then I'll shut up more. But yeah, trying to figure out how you say this. Trepang 2. This is a trailer for a weapon. It's the SPAS 12 shotgun. Now, why do I have a trailer for a game that I don't know that only covers one gun? I only saw like a snippet of the trailer and it caught my attention. So here you go. I haven't seen the actual trailer, but I've seen a snippet of it. Okay. It's that. You can gib. They're bringing back gibbing.
Subject 106, this is the SPAS 12. A weapon that can only be described as the
It's your classic riot shotgun.
Firing this shotgun up close results in certain death for the
Oh my god, it has slowdown time.
from Earth as the
No. Okay. 1, I saw bullet time. I don't know if that's just a trailer thing. I hope it's a game thing. 2, gibbing. We haven't seen gibbing in first-person shooters unless it's like a fucking boomer shooter. But to have gibbing in a like more of a modern-esque shooter, bring back gibbing.
Your anatomy, leave your ancestors crying in horror as they wait to meet you. The SPAS 12 shotgun ability.
Oh, I love the bullet time thing going on.
Your proximity.
We need more shooters with bullet time.
Metal into your enemy systems, ripping through their bodies.
That's why it made Fear so good.
Feels like being slapped in the face by your maker. This
it's such a good shotgun.
Finishing the job.
Didn't have that, but yeah, bring out that shotgun, baby.
When you walk into a room,
a good shot. Okay. Pausing it again. You know a first-person shooter is going to be good if their shotgun feels like a motherfucker.
Look at soldiers collectively poopy themselves. They know what you're capable of.
The shotgun looks.
Super soldier that can
you can shoot the grenade in midair.
Instantaneously. Anything.
You freaking shoot their leg close enough, you sever the leg. Oh my god, I love it. I love it.
Devastating. There is no mercy when it comes to the SPAS 12. Pump action brutality at its finest.
This game looks like a fucking blast. Oh, it's only out on Steam though. This game makes me want to get a new PC right away. I like how it was just showing off one weapon too, and it's your normal classic SPAS 12 shotgun. With most games, especially with I don't know, freaking Call of Duty and all that, SPAS shotguns and all that are pretty shitty to begin with. But that made me fall right back in love with the SPAS 12 again as a shotgun. Due to the fact it's over the top, it has a mixture of modern game mechanics. It's bringing back it's trying to bring back two things: gibbing and bullet time. We haven't seen bullet time in a shooter in quite some time, so that would be fucking cool. That's all I'm saying. I like that. It looks tight. It looks super good. I really hope it comes out more than just Steam, but we'll see. But yeah, I might have to keep an eye out on this game. That actually got me really excited. That looked really good. Okay, so here's a game that came out just after Redfall. Game is also on Game Pass too. It's a Ravenlock. It's the official launch trailer, so the game's already out. You can play it on Game Pass. This is a game I'll probably play too. Unlike Redfall, if you guys saw the last This Week in Trailers, I was excited for Redfall. Then Redfall came out. Not excited anymore. I'm avoiding Redfall like the fucking plague. Redfall had so much potential, but apparently they fell really fucking flat. So now that I'm not playing Redfall, we might be playing this next game a little bit sooner than I thought. Ravenlock. It just depends on if this trailer really sells me, because I don't know anything about the game. But I've seen screenshots and shit. It's ooh, this kind of looks cool. The art style is what kind of grabbed me. It's ooh, this is very unique. It looks really weird and different. Man, the art style is just so different. Combat's a little weird, but it kind of has that traditional, it has that feel of once again, I'm going to say it, Secrets of Mana feel. Combat style. It's more third person. It's not isometric. Top down. It looks really weird. It gives me the, not Bram Stoker. What's the file? American McGee's or what did he call it? What's his name? It's interesting though. What is that game that the Alice games that are American McGee's Alice? I think that's what it's called. Those two games, those two Alice games that came out. It has that type of darkness to it, but with a different type of art style and everything. It's out now, of course, on the Xbox Series consoles and also on Epic. I don't see Steam. Ooh, ouch. That sucks. Well, if you have Game Pass and you have an Xbox, might be a game worth playing. I mean, hey, it's not going to cost you anything, so why not check it out? I'll probably at least, if anything, do a peek play on this real soon. So sometime either next week or something like that, I'm going to spend a day mainly just doing peek plays. I'm going to be doing a lot of peek plays. I'm going to try and do peek plays. The next slew of peek plays will be coming out after I'm done with playing Judgment on stream. So once Judgment's done, I'll be hitting up those peek plays like a motherfucker. But yeah, to slowly end this trailer segment of the stream, we have Amnesia: The Bunker. This is a 10-minute official gameplay look at the game. This is what's really gonna sell me the next Amnesia game. If it's anything like the other Amnesias, either the original Amnesia or more like the new Amnesia, either or, I'll be happy with it. So let's see. So I'm not going to pause since it is a 10-minute gameplay footage. Ooh, comes out of a small fucking hole too. Oh god, I don't like the look. Holy shit. You should have moved faster, dude. Oh, is this based on like... Is this World War I? Or World War II? These new flashlights are allowed. Might be World War II. Barracks and stuff like that. I think it's World War... I don't know, I'm looking at the pistol though, and it looks like World War I. See what that pistol looks like. Is it a revolver? Might be World War I. Maybe World War II. Fucking hard to tell. I gotta look at the structure more. That's World War I flashlight. Okay. Because they actually had flashlights that worked a lot better than Crank fucking style. And the generator too is like really fucking old. That's one of those like, okay, you gotta choke it, then you have to crank it, and then... Yeah. The fucker hates light. Okay, that's good to know. Just like, oh. Cool. I wonder if he plays as a soldier? Oh, you save the game by snuffing out the light and turning it back on? Oh, you know what this is kind of giving me vibes of? Some of their older games, like Penumbra. I don't know if anyone's played the Penumbra games, but it's kind of giving me those vibes of like how to explore and stuff like that. Oh, you make a note, so you can refer to your notes. So in case you totally forgot what that said, your character makes a note of it. That's cool. What's that? What's that? More space for it. Oh, inventory space. So you get inventory space upgrades. Huh. It's an interesting area you're in. It's like it's a Can you actually break it by just throwing like... Okay. That worked. Oh. You can hear it in the background. Is it burrowing through the walls? You can hear it. You can hear it in the background. Oh, that is terrifying. Who? I wonder if it's blind. So we got notes, photos, codes, and an inventory. Okay. So that makes the, I guess that makes that hallway safe. Safer. It's interesting. I guess the text that comes up is inner thoughts. Oh, you can't pick it up because your inventory is full. So you're gonna have to like really be careful of what you pick up. It's like if you don't need it, don't fucking pick it up. Oh, the light's off now though. So is the light in certain sections just? I guess it's just it's temporary. Or maybe never mind on that. Never been a light there. It's not a glowing light right there though. Oh, is that the same room? I hear Claire downstairs. If you hear a baby downstairs, that's Claire. What is that? It doesn't sound pleasant. Are those rats? Oh, those are like giant fucking rats. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, will they attack you? I think they'll attack you if you get too close. Oh, but you need that. Oh, shit. Interesting. Oh, you heal over time. I think. Or maybe not. Or if you have to make healing kits or grab healing kits. Oh, a gauze. Okay, so you do have to have healing items. So how do you get past the rats then? You definitely probably don't want to shoot them. Fire. Fire. Wonder if that only lasts for a limited time. Probably. So the whole torch and all that would be a problem. Interesting. Oh, he got his tag now, and he probably has, oh, no number on this. So you don't know his code to get into his stuff. Oh, what is that? Is that a trip mine? Trip grenade? The fucking rats, man. So evil fucking rats. Almost out of fuel? Oh my god, it's time sensitive? Oh. Oh no. Oh, I hate it. Dude, you're so fucking vulnerable if that happens. Oh no. I bet there's no places to hide in this game too. Oh, he is so close. It's on the other side of the wall. A grenade? Oh shit, it knows you're there. Oh shit. What the fuck? Where's it? Run! Run, motherfucker! It's making my toes curl. Oh, you're gonna use the grenade to open the door. That's gonna make so much noise. Holy shit, you can't see shit though. Oh, you're so dead. Oh my god. Okay, that was pretty intense shit. It's gonna be very interesting. Instead of going right in there and all that, maybe like blow the door up and I don't know, like don't worry about the don't worry about what's in there yet and let the creature investigate the sound first, maybe. That'll probably be the best thing you could do. But yeah, that's Amnesia the Bunker. Yeah, it's straight up like Amnesia, just with with interesting obstacles, with like the whole rats and fire scenario, and yeah, straight up Amnesia. It looks good. Cool. I'll be looking forward to it. But yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of time before that comes out. I think it comes out, if I'm correct, this month. It's either this month or in June. I think it is this month though. I've requested a key from the developers, so this may be a game I'll be playing when it comes out, or before it comes out. Actually, we might get early access to the game, so it'll be something to look forward to. But yeah, that was Amnesia the Bunker. Moving on to probably, I think, one of our last games. It's called Bare Butt Boxing. It is the official early access trailer. It looks like a party game. Punch opponents and the goal to win. Yep. You know, if you guys have ever seen Super Beasts or something like that, yeah, it's a goofy boxing party game. You box, you throw, you fuck your friends over. It looks like a fun time if you have friends. If you don't have friends, kind of like me, you're not going to be able to enjoy this game the way it should. But yeah, it looks fun. And moving on to another weird game, What the Car, official launch trailer. So this game is apparently out now. Let's look at this game. It's a car with legs? What? Oh yeah, this is definitely a really weird game. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Is this a Japanese game? What the car? I'm down for it. It looks fun. It looks super weird too. Community level oh, you can create levels. Huh. Oh. What? It's a game that's specifically an Apple. It's an Apple only game. The fuck? I thought it was gonna be for PC and consoles when I added it to this. It's actually a fun looking game, And it's a really weird looking game, but it's only out for Apple devices. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I got like ripped off. But oh, we still got another trailer. All right, so here's another game that kind of reminds me of A Night in the Woods. I don't know if it's the same people. Probably not. I don't know. I just assume. But yeah, this game gives me Night in the Woods vibe. It's called Fall of Porcupine. Official release date trailer. I mean, look at it. It's giving me some fucking like Night in the Wood vibes.
Summer's gone by in the blink of an...
I think it might be the same devs. Has that same art style.
It's a fine line between good times and...
Also, is this a copyright music? I might be muted. I don't know. I think it is. One second. I'm gonna have to mute it for a second, just in case. You never know. But yeah, I think there's some copyrighted music going on here, like indie copyrighted music, depending on the record labels. Just in case. I'm gonna mute this song and all that. But I'm liking what I'm looking at. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of has that same. Oh, it has like an RPG fighting system. Probably for like one thing. Oh, shoot hoops, a lot of mini games aspects. Kind of like, yeah, Night in the Woods had a lot of that type of stuff in their game. So June 15th, 2023. It is, I think, developed by Assembly, or is that published by Assembly? But yeah, it's gonna be out on everything. I think if you're a fan of games like A Night in the Woods, Fall of Porcupine. I wonder if this is their second game. I'm gonna have to look up the developer and see if it's the same developer. But it looks cool, and I liked Night in the Woods, so I'll check it out and everything like that. I had to mute the trailer because I had no clue if had something like that. Let's see. Okay, that looks like the end of the trailers, and that was this week's whole slew of trailers. I thought we were actually not going to have a lot of trailers because I think up until like Wednesday, almost like the end of Wednesday, we didn't have like any trailers at all. Like there was no trailers. And then apparently, I guess the last like 2.5 days, we had nothing but trailers apparently. So yeah, there's a lot of games coming out in the next few weeks. May 23rd, May 24th is a clusterfuck of indie games and a lot of games that a lot of people don't know about. And I think there are some pretty big games coming out during that time too. So for all those indie games that are coming out and all that, they might have a rough time of it, at least for the first few weeks. But I think if you are a supporter of indie games and if you liked any of these games that will be coming out either in the next few weeks or in June, like this one, feel free to give them some support and love and everything like that. But yeah, this has been this week in trailers. And yeah, if there's any games that you are excited about, or if you plan on buying, or if there's games that you might have not liked, please do comment below on YouTube, and I will see you guys next week.